Welcome to Premier RV Center and to an absolute gem. If you are looking for a lightly used, dealer serviced couples coach, this is a fantastic example of exactly the type of unit certainly I would want to buy, and certainly one I would want to sell to my customers. So I can't recommend enough. If it is of interest, please reach out. We'll let you know if it's still available. I don't think it's going to last too long because it's the ideal candidate for someone to pick up in the fall. We will store it at no cost, and then to pick up in the spring and just have a wonderful season and be able to plan your whole season. Typically I would start these videos inside, but I did want to start on the outside just to show you again how good this unit is and what nice condition it is, and some of the upgrades that we made, as well as the couple that previously owned it that was purchased here. It was serviced every year here for us, and the customer has just bought themselves another Nano in a different layout. So up front here we do have a power jack. So this would have been a unit that we added here, so it's not an option from Apex, but we add a power jack here. So if you're using an SUV, you're going to find it a lot easier to get on and off. If you're using a weight distribution system, you'll have two 20-pound tanks under the cover. We've got a battery, standard RV battery up front, but room for another one, or room to upgrade if you want to add lithium, those kind of things if you're looking to be off-grid. So as the off-grid package, this is a 2022 model. It was standard with 100 watts of solar on the roof. Nice thing is, if you wanted to double that on the roof, you certainly could. What I'd probably recommend is actually doing it off the front. We can basically put a quick connect on the battery box, and then in a lot of shadier sites you could get, typically you'll have sun towards the front of the trailer, so that may be a better idea. Also a little less expensive, again, if you're planning to do some off-grid camping. So you have the same great 3/4 length cap here they've used for the past 3 years, which gives you just an amazing windshield, brings in a ton of light. You've got forward-facing LED lights here as well. 4 oversized jacks on the exterior, large pass-through storage. We're 7.5 wide here, so we're very SUV towable as well. So we're going to be kind of in that 3,500 pounds. I'll tell you exactly here. We are 3,540 for the dry weight, and then tip to tail 2111. So your body itself is going to be just a hair over 19 feet. So you're going to fit on those smallest provincial and state park sites that so many of our customers like. That typically gets you waterfront sites as well. You have an awning that runs right from the other side of the door and between that compartment right to the back here. Comes out a full 8 feet. So that's certainly where you're going to live. You're going to enjoy yourself out here. We've got the Lippert steady steps that they're still using today. We've got our fold-away lend-a-hand. We've got 2 exterior speakers with another 2 on the inside, so you can choose which ones are on. Bluetooth stereo as well, so you can stream music to it. We do a full reconditioning here, so we've done a lot of things already, but before it would leave, we will have bearings and brakes done. We recertify the whole propane system. We also provide a full orientation to you, so we spend a couple hours with you going through how everything works, especially if you're new to RVs, but also in future, the maintenance you'll do, so you know exactly kind of the timeline of when to do things to keep it in this kind of shape. So part of the reason it's in such good condition is the way they build it. So we have aluminum behind the walls and for the structure that doesn't absorb water. We have Asdel composite behind the fiberglass, again, not absorbing water. So it tends to have these units looking the same, especially if they do the basic maintenance, which this customer's done for a very long time. This one is equipped with a propane and electric fridge, so it's great, certainly set up well for off-gridding already. You've got your spare tire standard at the back. Another great addition here that the customer has made, again, gives you a little bit of an insurance policy. You will see a slide topper on the top of this slide out that was installed from day one. So that is a barrier that just doesn't let water in there, doesn't let the little twigs that may be falling in the fall, all the leaves, so it really protects those seals at the top, which typically if someone has a leak on a slide, it's because they just haven't maintained that top seal. Here you don't have to worry about the top seal, you're just going to do the sides, and you will be well set up. So again, a great feature. Well over $1,000 to add one nowadays, so a great feature to have on board. You've got a hot and cold shower here, so great if you have pets, grandkids visiting, kids, just yourselves coming back from the beach so you can rinse off. We do have a city water connection if you're lucky enough to have water on site. We're going to have a black tank connection as well, a black tank flush that allows you to flush out your black tank, so clean the sensors in there so they read accurately. You have a hot water tank here that is propane and electric, so again, ideally suited for all conditions, especially if you're off-grid. And then we have a 30 amp connection here, so if you are using AC, you're going to want to use the 30 amp. If not, you can dumb it down to just a 15 or 20. And we are pre-set up for cable and satellite here as well. As we come around, we've got our water fill here. So nice big tanks across the board, always over 30 gallons for all your tanks. You are going to have magnetic door catches as well, so great little feature I've added to my own coach. But again, just tremendous shape, not abused, traveled fairly locally, so didn't go very far either, and that certainly helps with the condition. As we take you inside, you'll notice immediately on the right here, we have a brand new mattress. So we do not provide typically most units with the mattress that it came with, unless it's something that the customers recently kind of changed over. So this had the original mattress in it. They had a mattress cover on that, but we are providing you a new and better than stock mattress here. So it's never been slept on before. You are going to have both USB and 120 volt on both sides of the bed. So if anybody has a CPAP machine or things like that, you're well set up. Another great little add the customers made was a TV. So it's already got a TV built into it. So it could swivel towards the bed or towards your dinette area, or even you could bring in your camp chairs here and have them in the middle with a slide, and it will work extremely well. We've got 50-50 storage here, so we've got about half underneath on the inside, and then the other half will be your pass-through. You do have lots of hanging storage here on either side of the bed. Lots of room above to leave a lot of things in the coach, so some of those cold weather gear you could certainly leave in here. We do have an emergency escape window here that you can leave open even when it's raining. We have our blackout shades all the way around the coach here, so you're going to have that in the front windshield as well to keep it darker when you do want it. We've got a fire extinguisher here by the door. Part of the reconditioning is things like detectors, so we do always make sure that they're within date. Chances are this one we did have to change because it would have been right on the border edge. So again, we're looking at the safety equipment, we're making sure it's up to date. Typically you're changing that stuff out every 3 years, or should be, so we want to make sure you're safe here. So that's the kind of priority here for us. A great kitchen. Another little upgrade we did here, we happen to have an extra sink from that model year. That was one that we just didn't use under warranty, so we actually added a brand new sink for you. So you've got a stainless steel sink, same one that would have come with it, but just no signs of usage. So brand new sink there. Again, lots of counter space because everything is under mounted, starting with this particular model year, which was great. And we've got our stereo here, plugins on the side, some places to hang keys. And easy access to our slide switch here. This is another one of the great designs that the Nano has. So this, for reference, this 191 model has just been changed in the last year. So they still make it, but it's a hair longer, and it's a rear entry door. So they just changed the layout around. But for the time, and still right up until 2024 when they made it, this was a kind of 1 and 2 best sellers for couples, partly because of size, partly because of weight, but also the amount of space. So when that slide out's in, you can get to everything you'd want to. So pantry, fridge, kitchen, bedroom, bathroom. So even in your driveway getting ready to go camping, you don't have to have that slide out, which is really, really nice. So we've got air conditioning just above our head here. 3-speed out fan. So when you get to the campsite, if you are off-grid camping, you can open up all these glorious windows that are matching sizes that give you cross flow. This will help suck out that hot air if you can't run AC. Our furnace is located centrally here, so just underneath our microwave, which is also a standard. Got our 2-burner stove there. We've got lots of room for pots and pans, lots of room for all the dishes above. LED lights through everything, so nice and bright, but they're also not draining your batteries drastically. So we have our 6 cubic foot propane electric fridge here, and we've got a little pantry area as well. It's a great spot here. You can goes back about 3 feet, so it's quite deep, so you can keep a lot of canned goods. Ignition for our furnace here just as we enter the bathroom, and then great storage in the bathroom. So you've got a lot of hanging storage here, and we've also got some shelves as well. Again, lots of hooks on the walls already, so you're all set, and those are right from the factory. We do have power back here as well, lots of space to be able to keep the first aid kit and all the goodies in the medicine cabinet and vanity. We do have a 1-speed fan here as well in the back. We've got a nice big shower as well. So even if you weren't necessarily using the shower, which I can say my family doesn't, we use it as wet storage or just hanging storage. We've had a little bar into it, so it's very versatile if you don't see yourselves necessarily using the shower too often. That could be great storage, again, for rainy days especially. Ignition for both our electric and propane elements on our hot water tank here for you at the back. Our monitor panel, which will show you how full our tanks are, how full our batteries are, and then also our pump switch. So if we want to use water on the road, we just flip that on. That pressurizes our whole system, and then we're all ready to basically wash hands, use the bathroom, anything we may need to do. But again, this is a great example of exactly the type of unit that if we were all buying used, exactly what we would want. Somebody who bought the unit, really loved it, took care of it, dealer serviced it, and now it's come back to us. We've serviced it, we've improved it again, and now the next owner is going to have just a wonderful coach to go anywhere they would want to. So certainly well suited to be off-grid a little bit, but certainly if you plan to be plug-in sites, certainly would work well. I'd suggest reaching out to us right away if this is of interest on the 191 RBS. It's a 2022 model, bought and serviced here with Primo RV Center. We look forward to helping you.